Come on out, marching band track. Good afternoon, parents and family. How you doing? I'm Jeff Young. And we have about 215 students this year in the marching band track, and as they filter out here, I'm just going to talk a little bit about what we've done this week. How many of you got to see their performance last night with Carolina Crown? It was awesome. Kids were crying, fans were throwing babies, people were going ballistic, it was crazy. So I had the opportunity to work with a great staff this week, and I want to introduce some of those that are here today. Working with flutes is Katrina Fitzpatrick from Morton, Illinois. Working with our clarinets, Daniel Malicon from Texas, he had to catch a flight already. Working with our saxes, Serafich Sanchez, and also Carl Hartman. Where's Carl? He's on his way in. He's from Avon, Indiana. From LD Bell, Texas, Ed Roush is working with our mellophones. Chad Brinkman, where are you? Chad Brinkman from Portage, Indiana, and Carolina Crown worked with our trumpets. Evan Van Doren, wave. He is from Texas. Mike Bola from Center Grove, Indiana. Bill Harlock from Evansville, Indiana. Chris Kaplik from Brownsburg, Indiana. Jordan Lalama, and we had a couple other people working with our visual team as well. We would obviously like to thank Fred J. Miller for our uniforms for today. They look awesome. And we would also like to take this opportunity to thank our swags, Eileen, Paige, Andrew, and Chris, wave to the crowd. These guys are amazing. They made sure your students were safe, tucked in bed at night, and fed, and it was awesome to work with those four individuals. We also would like to introduce you to the Avon drum majors who are with us today in the back. Everybody say hi to Jessica, John, and Amber. They did a great job for us, keeping tempo and conducting during the crown performance last night. So, what you're going to watch today is just a sampling of some of the fundamentals we've been working on. Now, last night obviously was our big public performance. So what you're going to see today is more like watching the staff teach in a fundamentals practice. So we're going to start off today by showing you some stretch routine that we've been working on. It has some stretch, and it also has some fundamentals of body movement. Horns down. So this is an exercise that they could do at the beginning of a practice to get their bodies all warmed up. Obviously, marching band is a very physical activity these days. So we like to come up with something to count so that every student is involved in the rehearsal. Usually we'll put this to music as well after they're more comfortable with it. Now we're stretching out the upper body. We're also working on speed. We're working on moving slowly and moving quickly. We're working on moving over a small distance and a large distance. And we do some traditional runner stretches in here, but we do it to counts. A little bit of yoga too. One thing that we started working on a couple of days ago is pliés. And this is a very important skill that all dancers know how to do. And we're still developing this skill, so you're going to see this in second and first position. That's called plie exercise. All right, pick up your horns, push it back. Merge it, and push it back. What you're gonna see next is 3 exercises that we've been working on so that they can march all the same way. Now obviously with 215 students coming from well over 100 programs, they all come from different styles of movement. And we tried to unify that style of movement over the course of the week. So we're going to start with just forward march, 3 groups of 8. Set. Go, John. Now we're going to show you our slides exercise. Now, in marching band, obviously their instruments are facing you, the audience, but their feet a lot of times have to go in all sorts of different directions. So this is the most simple exercise that we can teach of how to do a slide, what we call it. Here we go, slides, no horns. Tuba's ready. So we're working on a number of things here, and you can see the staff just giving them comments along the way. We're working on step size, trying to take exactly 8 steps in between yard lines. We're working on pulling up really tall and having great body presence, and also having the feet move in a different direction than the shoulders are facing. The other thing we've been working on this week is what if step size isn't always 8 steps in between the yard line? This is our exercise for step size. We're going to do very small, a little bit bigger, and then 8 to 5. Here we go. Is that? So this is called 16 to 5 here, and then they'll do 12 to 5, and then they'll do 8 to 5. Our goal this week is to be up really tall and to have long and lengthened leg shape. Awesome. What we'd like to do next for you, you can give them a hand for that. Go ahead and set up the next set, please. What we'd like to do next for you is perform our national anthem, and we got to do this for the crowd last night. We will not be performing the crown show because without being in drill and without moving our feet, it just would not be awesome. So what we're going to do is do the national anthem for you, which they sound amazing on. I'm going to stand up. If everyone would please rise. Bravo, yes. Thank you so much for sharing your students with us this week. We had a great week.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, the 2016 Music for All Summer Symposium Marching Band. I'll tell you what, if that doesn't bring chills up and down the spine, what a great arrangement of our national anthem.